WST, your West Coast source for sports and 5-minute life guides. Some weeks we talk sports, other weeks we talk music, other weeks pop culture. We give you a wide variety, but today I'm your host Kyle, and we're talking about errors and turnovers. We're going to go over a few of the mistakes we made in past episodes.
Wow. I am actually just mesmerized by that monologue you just put on with no errors.
Thank you.
It's called errors and turnovers. You didn't make one.
I'm a little lightheaded and dizzy.
Well, let's talk about what are we getting to in errors and turnovers?
I think we need to talk about your consistency. Like, you may get dropped from this podcast because you keep fumbling the ball.
Relegated?
Yes.
I might get relegated?
Yes.
Based on what? How many wins I've had? How many bold predictions I've missed? I mean, no one's perfect.
Remember when?
Remember when
you asked on a teaser if people pay their landlord rent via Venmo? I just called it Renmo.
Renmo. Maybe that's a new one.
That's an error we can save for later.
Yeah. Well, so what do you have a story around it?
My buddy Matt texted me right after the teaser, and he's like, I pay Pete rent via Venmo.
You know what's funny? You go through Venmo now, you can actually see everyone's transactions, and there are an abundance of people paying other people in Venmo or rent in Venmo.
Yeah.
So
we made an error.
Yeah.
Oh, my buddy also pointed out that PayPal bought Venmo. Remember?
Yeah, we were wrong on that.
Sorry. Yeah, man,
whoops.
We're not perfect.
Yeah, who cares though?
We're doing this in real time.
Yeah.
The seat of our
Hey,
pants.
sorry about that. Sorry we don't Google answers like
Easy
people
there.
at trivia nights.
Yeah, Matt.
We're not cheating.
Yeah, at least my nickname in Little League wasn't Burger.
Because he ate so many burgers.
Self-proclaimed too.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Self-proclaimed nicknames was a good one.
Yeah.
I let a lot of people out there have self-proclaimed nicknames.
Yeah, share your nicknames.
Like mine, Pipes. I tried to tell the story that someone else called me that. I think no,
you came up with your own. Why don't you tell the listeners why they call you Pipes?
No. Okay. So I showed up one time at a party at UW.
Okay.
And I went to WSU. And my dad had a large Polo. And I'd come home from college. And you know when you come home from college, you drop all your laundry off?
Yeah.
And so I literally had nothing to wear. So I threw on like some jeans and then a Polo that was at least, it was a schmedium, if anyone knows what a schmedium was.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was working out pretty hard. And
you were diesel.
Yeah, the sleeves were like above the bicep. And so some guy at the party was like, who's the guy with the pipes?
Wow. Tell me you Hulk Hogan the Polo.
Oh,
just ripped it off.
Close. The buttons popped off, if you must know. All right, so let's get into some of our fumbles and follies. Should we get into those?
Can you find any of mine? I've been near perfect. I'm throwing a perfect game.
So Giancarlo Stanton, Mike Stanton, that whole thing?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, dude, come on. Pick it up. What about me? I think I have a flawless record.
Episode 6, when we talked about the NFL draft, you said Baker Mayfield was a fringe top 10 pick.
I can't help that the
He
Browns
went
were
number one
drafting
overall.
first. I can't help that.
You knew they was drafting first going into the draft.
Yeah, I forgot that the Browns were just, wow. We'll leave it at that. Pick it up, Browns. Episode 4, when it comes to golf, I've found that you have no idea about what's going on in golf. You said Rory won the Honda. He didn't win the Honda. He won a tournament. Well, not the Honda.
Does he drive a Honda?
Potentially. How about when I'll call out my own?
All right.
Deshaun Watson winning the Heisman. I thought he won the Heisman.
No.
He didn't?
He didn't.
He did not win the Heisman? What
Yeah.
about in episode...
That was like an overthrow to McCovey Cove.
I'm trying to turn the double play. It goes into McCovey. Let's see. Let's go to what other episodes we have. I think at one point, didn't you say that the Browns had picks 1 and 3 or 1 and 6?
I may have said that.
When they blew just 1 and 4, took Mayfield and some other dude, Denzel Ward, I think. Wow.
That was a big fumble. Kind of like when I fumbled the mic. Remember when I dropped it and kicked it?
Yeah, it came disconnected, and then it fell on the ground, and you kicked it out the window almost.
I was holding the mic the wrong way, and I unhitched it.
We've come a long way.
We have.
We have come a long way. Any other fumbles and follies that you want me to get into?
I think that's pretty good. Enough embarrassing moments.
I mean,
Let's talk about the good.
That's a short segment.
That'd be like a 30-second podcast.
Yeah, exactly. What's good about your podcast? Let me think.
Crickets.
Me.
Oh.
That's it.
That's another bold prediction gone wrong.
All right, let's wrap this segment up. Fumbles and follies. Well, are we going to come back with anything else after this, or are we going to leave it at fumbles and follies?
Oh, no, we're coming back.
Top 5 fumbles and follies?
Oh, we will see.
Okay. Stay tuned. WST Podcast, WST Sports. Coming back to you here shortly. Welcome back to WST Podcast. Kyle, why don't you tell the listeners what we broke down while they were sleeping?
While they're sleeping, we broke down the good and bad of Ben and Kyle's bold predictions.
Wow. So we're going to call ourselves out here a little bit.
We are.
Let's humble ourselves a little bit.
Let's do.
All right. So I'll give you something good.
Okay.
One of your good predictions. The A's are going to finish at 500. Quarter of the way through the season, they are sitting exactly at 500.
Yes.
Well done, Kyle. Yes. Well done. What about you also saying that good magic, although your horse betting is somewhat
subpar.
Subpar is not the right word. Horrible would be would be the correct one. You did say good magic would finish in the top 3 at the Kentucky Derby. Good magic indeed finished second.
Thank you.
Well done, Kyle.
I like this podcast.
Well done. That's only 2 out of 200 that you've made.
Well, speaking of things well done, there's a couple things you did very well.
Really?
Yes. You said the M's would win 90 games this year.
And they're on pace.
And they are on pace.
Thank
you also
you.
said they'd make the playoffs. And if baseball season ended today, they would be a wild card.
I think I've said that the last 7 years that the M's have been on the playoffs. But I'll take it. Thank you.
This is their year. You also said Villanova would win the national championship in college basketball. And they did.
Good. Not so bold. I took the chalk pick. Well done, Ben. I'll take it. Thank you, Kyle. Let's get in the bad.
Ooh.
There's a lot of bad.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, this is going to be long-winded. I mean...
Mom, you can stop listening.
Getting back to the Derby, so although you picked a horse that did finish in the top 3, you also picked 2 horses that didn't even participate in the race. Oh, not so good,
They
Kyle.
got DQ'd before.
They took PEDs. Wow. Nice job, Kyle. Another one, you would say the Zags won, but they didn't win.
Yeah.
Zags never win, Kyle. You haven't learned. The last one would be Calvin Ridley's on the way to the Redskins. He actually ended up in Atlanta.
Ooh, yeah.
Tough one to take there. I've been pretty much flawless.
Whoa. There's some tough ones
to swallow
on your end.
On my end?
Yeah,
but
let's start off with your Seahawks. They made some bold moves before the free agent.
And when we
period.
say bold,
then,
meaning they let all their good players go.
And then when it came to sign players, you came on air and said they were going to sign TP. You asked me if I know who TP was. I said Terrell Pryor and Dominican Sue. They were both going to go to the Hawks. Where did they end up?
I don't know. I don't care. Neither are
the
the
Jets
Hawks.
and the Rams.
Jeez. Way to go,
off.
Ben. What else?
Tyshawn Walker, XM, you said he was going to win the Cy Young.
It's not Tyshawn, it's Taiwan, and he's currently injured. I'm sorry, I may have cursed you, Taiwan. Please forgive me.
Can you accumulate Cy Young votes on the DL?
Your ERA isn't going up.
Wow, his whip is
Still,
steady.
yeah, exactly.
And last but not least, back to the Kentucky Derby, only because you brought it up and pointed out a flaw in my Derby picks. You said Bolt de Oro would win. There would be a movie. There would be all this jubilation, and he finished 12th.
Oh, no.
So there you have it, folks. The good and the bad. Bold predictions. We'll keep them coming.
Yeah.
They'll probably
I
still
feel
be
like
bad.
this is going to be a segment probably every season.
Yeah.
We'll look back.
Or every week.
Yeah. All right. That wraps up this segment. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. And feel free to share your bold predictions with us. We would love to make some let everyone have some comical relief around your own bold predictions.
Yeah, we'd like to make fun of you instead of you guys making fun of us.
Like the guy in Oakland that thought his bold prediction was that the spring training games actually counted.
That was amazing.
That was a horrible bold prediction. What's that guy's name? Pat from Fresno? Jeez, pick it up, Pat.
Jimmy from Renton.
All right, signing off. That's WST Sports. We'll come back with our next segment. Our last segment, everyone's favorite segment, WST Bold Predictions.
Out of the ball game, take me out with the crowds.
Welcome back to WST Sports. Let's get into our last segment, everyone's favorite segment, bold predictions. Before we start, let's preference this. Let's just talk about how we're going to frame up these bold predictions. You're at a casino. Generally, you can fold or double down. It's like blackjack. And so our bold predictions are already our bets.
Yeah.
Now we can double down or we can fold on them.
Ooh, I like this game.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make some of your double downs?
Well, how much money are we talking? Like $5 hands?
Oh, I knew you would ask this. Whatever you're comfortable with, Kyle.
All right, $1 hands. Can you bankroll me?
Sure. Yes. Venmo me tomorrow. Whatever your losses are. All right. I think I'm going to double down on Khalil Tate.
Okay.
That was one of my bold predictions. I think he.
What was your bold prediction? Remind the listeners.
Heisman.
Because some of them, this is their first time listening.
And only time. Khalil for Heisman. That is I'm going to double down on that.
University of Arizona.
U of A. Sumlin comes in. And you know what's funny? I just thought of this. Sumlin coached Manziel.
He did.
And
That's
Tate's
right.
kind of a Manziel type of guy. Kind of makeup.
Yeah.
Woo. Can I
like
triple down?
You can.
Okay. Thank you. Anything you're going to double down on?
Oakland A's. I said they were going to be a 500 team. They're 500. I'm doubling down. They're going to continue. I'm going to ride it out.
You know what's funny is throughout the rest of the season, they'll probably win one game, lose one game. Win one game, lose one game.
That's what it takes to get to 500.
I'm going to fold on Taiwan.
Yeah.
You can't win the Cy Young from the DL. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Taiwan.
It's
You
hard, it's
can't
hard
do
to
this.
win when your arm's in a sling.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
I did say that Cap was going to start 4 games for the Dolphins.
You don't see that coming?
I don't see him starting 4
too
games
good
for
of
the Dolphins.
too good of a draft class around the they'd rather throw a rookie in.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Dolphins aren't in a
undrafted
position to
free
contend.
agent over
Yeah.
yet. Sorry, that's not going to happen, Cap. What can I double down on? I'm going to double down. This is my last one. I'm not folding any other ones.
All right.
I'll just fold Taiwan. Sorry, Taiwan, you're out. I am going to double down, and I love this double down. I'm going to double down on one of yours.
Ooh, I like this.
Is that okay?
It's great because I've been making great predictions all year.
I'm going to come in on yours. I'm going to slide you some money under the table
All right.
and double down on your bet.
Okay.
Cougs over the Huskies.
Ooh,
in
day
the
after
Apple Cup.
Thanksgiving.
Day after Thanksgiving. You know what? I think what's the thing in Turkey? Hoping the Huskies eat too much turkey and they get the
turducken.
No, that's
Tryptophan.
That's when you combine a turkey and
It's
duck and a
tryptophan.
chicken. A tryptophan.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's
I
too
knew
much-
I'd eventually get it.
Too much tryptophan in the Husky system, and the Cougs take it this year in Pullman.
Apple Cup.
Upset. No BCS Bowl. No Rose Bowl. Huskies are out.
I like it.
Are you going to double up on anything else?
Yes, the song of the summer. Drake, nice with it. You're probably listening to it right now. You're probably listening at lunch. It's probably coming up later tonight.
Well, you listened
Song
to
of the summer.
it. You listened to it 34 times since the last time we recorded. So I mean, that's only right?
It is my ringtone when you call me.
Anything else we want to fold on?
This podcast.
Wow.
All right, folks, that wraps it
And
up.
I'm looking for a new co-host.
Why don't we tell the listeners where they can listen while we are still doing this podcast?
So if you want to find us, I mean, we have archive. Obviously, everything's up on iTunes. Podcast, easiest way. You get push notifications. If you subscribe, every time we upload anything to SoundCloud, which is another place. Also, Stitcher. You can get us on
Google Play.
Google Play. I already forgot it because no one has an Android. And then also, if you just want to visit our website, we got everything there for you guys. It's WSTZone.com. And then feedback at WSTZone.com as well. Shout out to Grove. I think he's the only guy to email us to date, but
Yeah.
we're taking feedback from there. We take it seriously.
Take it seriously. If you have any ideas on things we should talk about, episodes you like, episodes that you don't like, we don't need that kind of feedback.
We don't want to fold on you. All right, let's wrap this up. Thank you for listening. We'll come back with another episode here shortly. WSTZone.com. Feedback at WSTZone.com as well. Thank you for listening.